We will look now at a few wish fulfillment theories, what Paul Ricoeur called the school of suspicion. These represent assertions from avowed atheists on how religion began. We will focus mostly on those two godless rascals on the right side of the slide, Karl Marx and Sigmund Freud. Atheism is not a new phenomenon. Ludwig Feuerbach, who had influenced Marx and Freud, held that God was a human need and projection, not a reality. Marx, besides being the father of what would become communism, held that religion was an opium for the people. Religion can serve as a type of drug that alienates an individual or a group of people from facing reality. In a pre-corona class scenario, we are in the Middle Ages and Luke and Laney are our king and queen. They live in an opulent and posh palace. It is so beautiful. The grounds surrounding their castle are so plush. There is also a moat with alligators and piranhas to keep intruders away. Meanwhile, the rest of us are barely surviving. We are dirty and starving. There's pestilence everywhere, and another plague is on its way. Why are Luke and Laney living in such splendor and the rest of us are wretched? What justifies their elevated status? Does anyone know the reason for this seeming unfairness? The reason for this circumstance is the divine right of kings. There is a religious legitimation for their royalty and regal status. What if Randy and Rhonda are fed up with this situation? They want to gather a bunch of you together and get across the moat and storm the palace gates. You will demand justice. This is a side note to Marx that even though religion can justify inequality, it can also serve as a means to seek liberation. Think about the civil rights movement or Gandhi. Coming attractions. Back to the scenario. Luke and Laney have heard that Randy and others are planning to storm the gates. So the king and queen call together all of their subjects. The king, looking very lordly, tells the people that life may be very hard for them now, but if they remain good and obedient subjects, they will be rewarded. The afterlife will provide wonderful rewards. An alternative scenario in India could be that performance of your proper duties as a low caste member will provide a caste elevation in your next life. Let's now have a pre-corona class scenario for Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis. Although Freud was clearly an atheist and had definite issues with religion, he wrote a great deal about this phenomenon. 3 books come to mind: The Future of an Illusion, Moses and Monotheism, and Totem and Taboo. In a general sense, religion for Freud was clearly a wish fulfillment, a need that individuals and societies need to outgrow.